Boom, we're on. And today's guest, we've got the beautiful Jane Park. How are we, Jane?
I'm alright, aye, how are you?
Good, man. First of all, I just want to thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you taking the time. Like I say, there's no questions on this show, so obviously, the youngest Euro Millions winner. So, like I say, before that, we'll go back to where you grew up and that and how it all started.
So you asking me?
That's us. We're on, that's us.
Do you want me to go back to like when I won it or
just when where you grew up and that, what was your life like before you won it?
So before I won it, I grew up in a place called Nidri. It's nice down there. It's quite rough. Obviously, it's one of the roughest probably in Edinburgh. But
Proud of that?
It's what it is, it's home, innit?
Exactly.
It's some laughed in there, but I've picked up this Glasgow accent because of you.
Yes, good.
She
wants to be one of her own.
So I Nidri, it's alright, like, you know everybody, so it's like, is what it is, innit? So, school, it's just a bit like shitty, like, it's no, nothing, it's no Beverly Hills, you know what I mean? It's quite rough, sort of, each to their own, got to get your own path and make your own way.
Exactly.
And growing up was probably harder than normal for me, because obviously, like, I had issues at home and that, and I stayed with a lot of family, parents, grandparents even, and aunties and that, family members, and I think people just didn't see that side to it. People think I'm this, or I've been brought up in this big posh world and that, and I've not. I've been in behaviour schools, I've been in secure units, so I mean, there's loads that people didn't even know about me. So I left, I was in a behaviour school in Stirling, and done really well, done my exams and that, and I wanted better. I was like, so I had to go to like a panel kind of thing and say, look, I want to stay on another year at the school. I was like, I got generals in my exams, but I was like, I want credits. So they were like, they let me stay on because I'm a December born, so I could stay on till the next
Is this a secure unit?
No, that wasn't a secure unit, it's like a behaviour school. So like, I stayed there Monday to Friday and I had like a key worker and stuff, and then I got back to my mum's on the weekend. Provided I went back on the Monday morning for school. But
sometimes you go missing.
Aye, sometimes I was on that missing list. But that was the way it was for a couple of years, and it was good because it was structure. It was what I needed in my life at that time.
Bit of balance.
I was a bit after the rails and wasn't really listening to anybody's advice and that, so it was good. And I got my exam results, done it again. I left there and I had a job in Charlie Miller's in Edinburgh. It was really good hairdressers. That's what I wanted to do, and it was really good. And then I just wasn't enjoying it. Like I thought I was like, oh, it's got to be amazing, and it just wasn't. So I was going back to mum, I was greeting, I was upset, and I was just like, I didn't want to be in this hairdresser's, and all I was bothered about was paying her big money. So she was like, listen, if you're that unhappy in that job, like leave it, you'll find something else, you've got good qualifications, you've just left school. So I was like, right. So then I went for an interview in an office job in Broughton Street, just over the other side of here. And they were like, oh, we want you. It was only like a 9-month contract, say, and I'd done that in the office, photocopy and answer phone calls, which is the Scottish Council for Volunteer Organisation. It was good, it was all older folk in the office.
But it's good that you've always been working as well, from an early age, 15, 16, and like I say, coming through secure units and all the place, there's no stability, so we can be a bit of a rebel.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? But like I say, still working, and nobody sees that side of you. People just see in the paper, portray you, she's this, she's that. But like I say, you've got a great side, I know you. You're obviously daft on the drink, there's no fuck's sake, I'm one of the worst. But like, when you started, where did you buy your lottery ticket?
So I bought the ticket, so I was on my way to work. I used to get off at the top of Broughton Street, and I used to go into Checkers and get my roll, and then I used to go into the shop next door and buy Christian juice and that, right? And so I went in and I bought back out my Christian juice because I normally wait on my roll getting cooked. So I came back out and it said guaranteed 100 UK millionaires this Friday or whatever it was. So I thought, I'm going to put a lottery ticket on. So I went back in. And I was like, can I get a lucky ticket for Friday? I lucky dip. It must have been the Monday or the Tuesday, and he said, you got ID? And I was like, ID? So obviously I knew I was all right, I was 17. So I gave him the ID, he was like, £2. I was like, £2? I thought it was a pound, I was like, £2? Oh, I really good. So he gave me that ticket, I got my wallet into work. And I never shut up about this ticket. It was weird, like I just knew that I was going to win. Like, even on the Friday, we got paid on the Thursday. I left work on the Friday, packed up my office. I said, not packed up my office bag, like I got my bag and I said to my boss, I'll not be in on Monday morning. I said, so I'm going to win the Euro Millions tonight, right? He's like, hi Jane, I'll see you on Monday, right? So I went out on the Friday night with my mum and I spent a bomb like my wages. I was like, I need to stay in for the rest of the weekend. So I sat in on the Saturday night, me and my mum were watching a film and I said, I could be sitting here on £1 million. And I still didn't even think to check the ticket. I was like, oh my God. So I went through the Saturday night and on the Sunday I woke up and I thought, I'm going to check that lottery ticket. So I just clicked in my head. I was like, right. So I checked it online. I was like, it was like the code bit, you know how you get like your numbers, and you get like jade or grey and then there's numbers, right? So I've checked it and it was matching. I was like, no, that's not right. So I went through to my mum, she was hoovering and I was like, turn the hoover. I was like, I've won £1 million. She was like, fuck off, Jane. She was like, fuck, I've not even. I was like, I swear. I was like, look, and she was like, phone your nana, because my nana plays the lottery. So I phoned my nana and I was like, I think I've it. She was like, your best bet is to take it into the shop, can I do that? I'll ticket, they scan it. I was like, that right. Joggers on, trainers on, running up this shop. Just myself, my mum thought I was pure. My mum was like, I'm a pure hypochondriac, right? And I make this big mountain out of molehead. My mum's like, you've no, Jane, like you're overthinking it. I was like, up to the shop myself. Ticket was on my bra, I thought, Kylie, is that? Running up to the shop, so I go in the shop and I was like, I think I've won the lottery, right? So the guys checked the ticket. And he said, it looks like you've won, he says, but I wouldn't want to tell you you've won in case like it's a fake ticket or
like
something.
Like scratch cards, because people was doing scratch cards. I think I've won £100,000. Aye.
So I was like, right, it says, phone Camelot, the number's in the back of the ticket. So I ran back down the road, I was like, Mum, I need to use this phone, it's like an 02 or whatever number it is. She was like, you're not phoning my phone.
£1.50 an hour.
I was like, use the phone. So I phoned them up, you've got to tell them like, you've got to tell them where you bought the ticket, what time roughly it was there anyone in the shop? Like, there's loads of security questions that you wouldn't even think, right? So she was like, are you sitting down? And my mum was like, you're getting on her seat and that. And she was like, congratulations, you've won £1 million. And I only know this because I've heard the phone call back in a documentary a few years ago. And I say, oh my God, are you joking me? Like that. And I was like, and my mum was like, my mum was pure pacing up and down the living room and that. And I was like, she was like, so they arranged for somebody to like come and meet me and do all the press stuff and all that in the next few days. And that was just it for there.
What age were you?
I was 17. I was 17 and a half.
It's been a whirlwind since, innit?
Oh, it's been
and like I say, that the guy in the shop could have says, no, you've not won it. He could be sitting fucking...
See, because I had checked it, but I would have said, I'll just take that ticket back. I mean, my nana said that to me on the phone, she would always get the ticket back, even if he says, I'll put it in the bin.
That's all scheme chatting at the treble wide.
Aye, the guy was nice in the shop. He was like, get home and write your name on the back of it. And I was like, put it in the back of a footy. They were like, you need to keep that ticket safe until you meet the people for Camelot and they like scan the tickets. So I was like, right. But they were like, didn't put it on social media, didn't tell anyone.
Somebody came through your door.
I was still on the phone like that on Facebook. No one will believe me, but I've won £1 million. All my pals were phoning me. I was like, I swear. I was like, this is my ticket, right? So I hid the ticket in a back in between a photo and, you know, the case and the photo frame. And I've put the photo back. And I just couldn't sleep for about 3 days. I was like, I'm like Simon Cowell. Like, that's what I thought it was, like £1 million. I was like, I'm in the millionaire gang. I am the next Simon Cowell, but...
But like, when you're going through on it, how long does it take Camelot to come and get you? So it's like fucking Willy Wonka coming to get you out with a golden ticket. How does it work out when they, right, you've won the ticket, how do they come and get, what happens?
So you meet somebody for Camelot and a private banker. So I went and I met, there was a financial person, there was a woman for Camelot and there was a private banker and she set up the private banking for me so that people that work in the ordinary bank and like stuff, they can't see any of that. Like that just looks like a normal account to them. Do you know what I mean? And I've got a private bank. They scan the ticket and stuff, they give you the big check, they then organise, that's about 2 or 3 days after that, after you win, depending on what day it is. So I hadn't checked me until the Sunday. Right. So this was maybe the Wednesday or the Thursday, and then maybe the Friday I had done all the paparazzi and the check and stuff like that. And then I think, basically next to the next day it's in your bank account.
Is it the full million or is it instalments or is it?
It's the full.
Is it?
Full whack.
Do you get taxed or anything for that? No?
It's tax free.
That's fucking alright, innit? But you get a lot of tickets on the night.
It's alright.
But obviously your life now has been a whirlwind and I don't think people understand, because I think you spoke about on a couple of shows, breakfast shows, and you spoke about around your life and stuff. People don't understand for coming from a deprived area. I'm not saying it, like I say, I come from a rough area. But when you don't know how to handle money, the most you've got in the bank's a fiver. When you're eating pieces in butter all your life to eventually there's £1 million in the bank, your head's going to be fucked because there's no money management skills. There's nobody to take you aside. And if you did have somebody taking you aside, if you're fair, like I say, a scheme, you're probably going to think, like, they're only wanting to be nice to take fucking some of the money that I've got. How did you deal with when the money went into your bank? What was the first thing you bought?
So I had been saving up. So what I'd done was, obviously didn't get straight away, so it does take a few days for it all to go through, and I had been saving up for this Louis Vuitton handbag, and I had just been paid, but I knew this money was coming into my bank, so I had thought I can use it the rest of my wages and just go up and buy the handbag. So I walked into Louis Vuitton and I was like, I want that one. So I bought the bag that I wanted.
What's it just been?
It was only about, it must have been about £1,200, but like, that was a lot of money.
Right for
that was like a month's wage at that time, do you know what I mean? So it would have took me about 6 months maybe to save that up. So, and then when I had the £1 million, I was walking into Louis Vuitton all the time, I was like, that. They knew me in there, but they knew, obviously I'd seen it in the paper and stuff, so. But it was good to walk into a shop and not feel like they're looking at you thinking you can't afford this, because I knew they knew I could afford it, do you know what I mean?
It's funny how people's perception changes you when you know you've got money. Like I say, everybody judges, and that's a difficult thing, because when they judge you, you look at somebody and you don't know what they've got in their bank account, you don't know what kind of person they are, and this is the society we're in. People judge far too quick in my eyes. So when you're walking into shops, like I say, that persona changes. You're walking in more confident. You're walking in as if, do you know what, I can order. I believe everything's attitude. So, like I say, you've got the jungle, the lion's the king of the jungle. Right, I'm going to be off track here, but it's good, listen. So the lion's the king of the jungle, right? Not because it's the strongest, not because it's the fastest, not because it's the smartest, because it's fucking attitude, because it believes it's the king of the jungle. So for anybody thinking that they're not smart enough, or they're not fast enough, or they're not clever enough, again, it's all down to attitude. Walking into that shop knowing that you only have £1,200 a month, probably shoulders down, thinking, I wish I could get that. They're looking at me, probably laughing, but then as soon as you win that £1 million, you're walking in, shoulders out, wings spread, give me that, and that, and you're fucking sacked. I'm getting you the sack. So when you won all that, how was the steps for your life? Obviously, it's like anything, no matter if you get £1 million, 10 million, a grand, the novelty does eventually wear off as well. Do you know what I mean? The buzz eventually goes. So when you won it, bought your bags, did you have a bit of fun, enjoyment?
So I sort of like gave some to my family and friends, like I done that first. Then I went and like squashed a bit, like I thought I need to know, like my family were encouraging me to do it as well, to know how much it was. Ken, they were like, you need to go and splash a bit, Ken, and just so that I would never regret it, do you know what I mean? Go and buy the things you wanted to buy, go on holidays that you wanted to go on. So that's what I done, and then I got to a point my family were like, you need to have a serious think about investments, and so they were saying like you need to kind like maybe buy property and invest some of it for like put it into ISAs and bonds that you can't open until like a few years time, and so I done that, and then so I basically done all the things I wanted to do. I bought a couple of properties on the way, then went a wee bit raj again, and now just. But
I think people forget you're still only 23. You've been out the papers, it seems as if, since I was born for the last fucking 34 years. It's non-stop. See, when you won it and all, listen, no matter if you're a football player or whatever, people come out the woodwork and want to be your pal. Did you find that as well when you'd won that? Like people who probably wouldn't give you the fucking time of day or even speak about you wanted to be your best pal?
Aye, so I had people like on Facebook and that. I had people that say, oh, I knew her at school, or I used to do this, and I think, no, you never, like, no, you'd absolutely never. Like, so I've always had the same sort of group of pals. I have met a couple of people that are now my best pals that I've met on the way, but for different reasons other than like money, do you know what I mean? I'm best pals now with a lassie that I hated because she used to message my ex-boyfriend about the football.
Dirty bastard.
And I was like, but then I realised once I started talking to her, she's actually got a boyfriend, and do you know what I mean? She wasn't messaging him like that, and now we're best pals, and I think, Ken, and she's known about money and that, like we go out for dinner and she'll pay for it, and it's just weird, but there is people that do come out and I'm like, you wouldn't speak to me before.
Of course, life works in mysterious ways, and like I say, it must be hard for you now, because like, you're always in the paper, relationships, men, well, you know yourself, but for you to trust somebody, how can you fully trust them for the way you, for you as a person, or the way you, because of the attention you get, because of all that, so it must be difficult for you.
It's really hard, especially guys, because I think to myself, So, like, I'm really short of attention, not in a bad way, not in a big huge way, because I don't think I'm pretty or whatever, right?
But you shouldn't put yourself down.
No.
I think you're looking well. She's got rid of the blonde hair and that now. She's maturing.
No, it's not that I don't. I just, I'm the big heated or anything, right? And well, certain stuff. So see when a guy speaks to me, I think, if I hadn't won the lottery, like, would you be speaking to me? Do you know what I mean?
He's got an agenda.
If I never had over 100,000 followers on Instagram, would you be liking my photo, or would you be wanting a picture of me on my Instagram story? Do you know what I mean? So I think all these things, and then I think, it's just so hard. Like, I never know a guy's intentions, and everybody else can always see it before me. And I like play it out in the long run, and then I'm like, I've wasted a year or two of my life, and I think.
But nothing's ever wasted. Like I say, you live and learn. We learn and grow it, and there's no such thing as a mistake. Everything's a lesson in my eyes. Obviously, when you're going through all that, but then for being in secure units, I was actually at a secure unit having a talk Wednesday, a place called the Good Shepherd, which was down in Greenock, and like I say, the Waynes are phenomenal, and the people that work in these secure units are absolutely phenomenal. The work they do is unbelievable, but again, it can stem from insecurity issues as well, for when you're younger, and then it stems into a relationship, so it's hard to find that trust that you can love somebody but you're still only fucking young. You're only 23, man. Wait till you get to 34.
I think, see, because like when I was younger, I never had stability in that, like, and I craved feeling like loved, and like I just wanted somebody to put me first. Do you know what I mean? And I wasn't always the first option. Do you know what I mean? Like, my mum and dad had drug problems. So I mean, that was their main priority at one point in their life, and I didn't resent them for that. Do you know what I mean? That's a learning curve for them, and so I feel like for then, I've just I've always craved that. So when a guy does show me a bit of attention, I think they are with me for the right reasons. I'm like, oh my God, this is the one I'm going to be with for the rest of my life.
It's because you're craving that love. Like I say, well, I want to be loved the same as me. If I fall in love with somebody, what happens is, because I've got insecurity issues myself, so what happens is when they feelings start getting strong, I'll do something stupid or I'll finish it because I don't want to feel that pain of getting rejected or getting hurt. So, like I say, we get a defence mechanism on, and then, but like I say, if you meet somebody, then you're 100 mile an hour, bang, you love that attention, we crave that love, because this abandonment issue stem from when you're younger. Do you know what I mean? It's not as if, like our parents, they do what they do. My mum and dad were hard working people, and it's getting brought up in a rough place, but it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's not that I'm thinking I'm better than people. It's not that I think I'm better than my mum, dad, my sister. I just want better for them. So for me to have better for them, I become a better person as well. And everything comes down to the mindset as well. Like I say, all the stuff you went through, and I don't think people know that, through secure, like I say, you're up and down. So especially you wanting that, it's went for none of us having nothing to fucking everybody knowing who you are in the UK, especially Edinburgh. So it must be difficult. Do you know what I mean? I don't think people get to see that. The papers, like I say, mud sticks. So if you're constantly in the papers, people just think, oh, a wee rich kid fucking raised up with a golden spoon, no realising the traumas and the effects that you had. But like I say, you're very grounded, you're very intelligent as well, so I wouldn't put yourself down, and you've always worked for a very young age. It just so happens that you won a fucking £1 million, which is, I think, some laugh, man. I think it's brilliant.
It is some laugh, to be fair.
I know, and obviously, did you get a season ticket? Because I know you're a big High Beats fan.
Yeah, I did actually. I had one before anyway.
Did you?
That was something I always enjoyed doing. So I do enjoy going to the football. I've sort of grown out of it a wee bit now.
I want to see you're grown out because everything is doing part of him something. You've got some involvement somewhere.
No, I do enjoy going to the football, and I like it. It's something different. I mean, I feel like I like putting my makeup on and going out with my pals and going shopping and that, but I like also on a Saturday go to the football. Do you know what I mean? It's tight. I feel like I can get my anger. Like, I'm not sure if you're screaming women in the crowd. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, I think.
That's a fair no, but I think I do enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? And it's something that I look forward to at the weekend.
Where did that come from? The passion for Hibs? Who had that? Who you raised you that?
Bigger into that. So when I was, my dad supported a different football team. I'm not going to go down that road.
No, I'm telling you what the speaks again.
A different football team when me and my brother. I was born first. My dad wanted a wee boy, and I was born first. And I was like, fuck. So my brother came after me anyway. So he only supported it because his uncle took him to a couple of the games when he was younger, right? So when we were born, they thought, I need to support a local team so that I can take Jane and Billy to the football games. So, and the closest team to us was Hibs. Do you know what I mean? We were in Nidge, so it wouldn't make sense for us to go all the way to Gorgie and I said a bit shite anyway, so do you know what I mean? So it just so happened that it went to, it was Easter Road, that was the closest team to us, and I'm all for that kind of support your local team, I think. So these people fed him that Sport Rangers and Celtic. I'm like, what?
Part-timers.
Aye, so it was just Hibs, and then we went to the football with my dad when we were younger, and then I've always stuck to it, even no matter where I've been, like family or care or whatever, it's always been something that I've been interested in, do you know what I mean? That's following me,
loved. It's never left you.
Aye.
It's not going to leave you.
I know. So I have my ups and downs with them, I know. So,
That's alright, it's like life, isn't it?
aye, it's good.
When you started getting a lot of it, like I say, the attention, the limelight in the papers all the time, how did that affect you? There's any, like, obviously bullying, trolling, all the bullshit of the day that comes with all that territory?
Aye, so I think, like, I genuinely think I'm quite, like, hard-hearted, I'm quite a tough nut, like, but everybody's always, like, so I've always been telling, like, didn't read the comments, because the people that write the comments are the people that haven't got a job, they sit in
The biggest shite bags in the world,
aye, they sit behind a computer or whatever, and it's normally like, if there's 100 people got to write a comment, 80 of them will write a bad one, 20 of them will be a good one. You didn't remember the good ones, it's always the bad ones you remember. And I was just like, but I can't help myself when something comes out to read the comments. And I think, but it is bad, like some people take it too far. I think, like, fair enough, people can have an opinion. I get that being in the paper all the time, people might think, oh, her again, or like, what's the issue with her, like, I get that, but sometimes, like, that's pure personal, like the story can be about, like, me and Hibs or something on my social media, and then they're like, oh, we hope you die and that, and I'm like, what? Like,
What's the worst comment that's stuck by you?
So, like, comment-wise, I've just ones about my family, like my mum and that. I just think that I hope her family dies. Like, I've had them.
See, that's not
Just
fucking
I
right,
think
that.
and then obviously the acid threats and that came for being in the paper. Do you know what I mean? There's somebody who I do not have a clue who it was, started just saying they were got to pour acid in my face and that,
What?
and it was mental. I remember I was driving through, well, I wasn't driving, my pal was driving, I was in past street, we got to see Drake in Glasgow. That was when it was, and I was driving through and I was like to me, I'm actually scared, like, this guy knows quite a lot about me, like, he was saying stuff about in the media and that, and I was like, he knows too much for it to know. So I had to report it to the police and that. I'm not too sure what happened on it, but I never had anything again for like that. But that was probably the scariest thing, because I was actually, like, walking about the street thinking, like, is somebody going to pour acid in my face, or am I going to open my front door and be it?
But you, as well, these people sit behind these screens. This is threats to a fucking 18, 19-year-old lassie. These are the biggest cowards in the world. These are the ones that I'm telling you are sitting wanking after Doug and just taking life, eating a big packet of Doritos that haven't got any future themselves. So what happens is they project all their fears and insecurities onto that person because they see their faults in you, so they try and project it onto you. Like I say, it's the biggest cowards in the world, and fuck them. Because they talk a lot of shite, and these people constantly reading these articles for the papers. You're constantly watching negativity, so their brains must be fucked. So if you see a good-looking lass that's won £1 million, you're going to fucking hate her if your life's in misery. Do you know what I mean? There's always jealousy and bitterness when you go, I wish I had that life. But for like I say, the comments against your family, the comments against yourself, it's bullying, it's trolling, and for people to know your movements, like I say, you're constantly posting. You're fucking every social media outlet out there, and you're constantly posting, so people are going to know your movements. But for they threats, like I say, a young lass as well, that's no good for your confidence. But people need to understand, you're only 23. That's somebody's daughter, man. Do you know what I mean? Or you can be somebody's mother. It's embarrassing for these people to write these comments. So, like I say, I'll rise above it, and you will get stronger through it, because I'm the same. 100 good comments, that one negative it can throw you off. I'm starting to learn to deal with it now, and I'm kind of going, do you know what? Fuck it, because that's my ego. My ego gets dented. You want everybody to love you, and you want everybody to like you. So your ego gets dented.
I don't really mind that. No, I understand. I know for a fact that not everybody's got to like me. Right? I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but that's fine. But what I can't bother is the people that write it on a comment, right, or they'll write it on Facebook or Twitter or I'll see it online anyway, and then I'll go into a nightclub in the town on a Saturday night, and they'll not say anything, or they'll try and actually talk to me, and I'm like, I think people don't realise how much I see, do you know what I mean, or how much I read into comments, or how much I actually do spend looking through comments, which I probably shouldn't, but I do, and I think I remember 2 years ago when you did write that about me, do you know what I mean, and I didn't forget it.
Of course, you can't forget, because like I say, it does sting, but you're in the newspapers, you're in them constantly. It's not just every week or month, it's nearly off every day.
I know,
do you know what I mean? It's fucking hitting, it's for... but then again, you're a high profile name. you're a young lass who won a Euro Millions, that's massive. And like I said, the stuff you do, the Hibs stuff is constant. You're a Hibs diehard.
See, the thing with that though, right, I think to myself, like, I don't look at myself and think like, oh, I'm a celebrity or that, right? So I think to myself, why should I not post up? Like, if I hadn't won the lottery,
right.
I would post up, oh my God, like, hurry up and announce Alan or whatever it was that I put up, do you know what I mean? So what's because I've won the lottery, I shouldn't? Do you know what I mean? I get that some people are saying, well, you're in the limelight, you should think about it before you tweet, and I do think about stuff, right? But why should I not post what I want to post because I've got to think about what the papers have got to print? I think people think I phone the papers up and I'm like, listen, this is what I'm going to tweet, put this in. I don't know, it sometimes grinds my gears as much as it grinds theirs every day, do you know what I mean? Because it's getting to a point where I can't upload a picture on Instagram and I think to myself, I'm just a normal lass, do you know what I mean? I should be able to upload what I want.
But the people that see you and all, they don't see you as a human being, they see you as a character. So they see you as, she's not got any feelings, we can say what we want. It's fucking freezing in here. Isn't it, John? Isn't it? It's freezing! We're in my pal Lee Jacks, he's got a new place open, but it's fucking balty, there's no heating on yet. So they see you as a character. But like I say, you've done a lot of things and you've got to give yourself credit because you're handling it well now. You're becoming across, like I say, more mature. You're only 23 and you will get older and you'll mature a bit. Like I say, when I was 23, and I've had £1 million, but if I did, I'd probably be dead. So I'd be because of the partying and all that stuff. So like I say, you've educated yourself, you've had a good life, you've been around the world. What can you see yourself doing in the future? What would you like to do? What would you like to get? What do you love to do? Obviously, you used to love doing hair. Could you ever go back to a normal job, or do you think it'd be too much for you with people judging or coming in? And
it's something I've thought about because, well, I want to set up my own business, right? I just don't know what doing. So, until I know, there's no point in me rushing and opening a sunbed shop or opening a hairdresser's and then for a year or two down the line you'd be like, I fucking hate this. There's no point in, my mum was like, you're only 23, it's still alright to know what you want to do. And my mum was like, she's basically saying, Ken, just take your time, you don't have to rush into anything. Like, so, and it's something I think to myself, should I just get a normal job and put my money away in investments and just live a normal life? And then I think to myself, oh, I really want to get up in the morning and do something.
That is a struggle because you'll be that used to having a free-for-all to do what you want. But there comes a time as well when you need some stability again and you need some structure. And like I say, money is an illusion and it might sound daft to people, but whether it's £1 million, £10 million, there's plenty of people out there who are billionaires that want to commit suicide. There's people with nothing. It's the way you perceive life. A lot of people concentrate on the things they've not got instead of the things they have got. So it's about trying to find your passion with something you love. It's took me 34 years to find something that I love. I love doing this. I love speaking to people and interacting with people. And all the fuck ups that I've done in the past kind of led us to this, because when I speak about it, I kind of understand it, that we're all kind of fucked up. But it's to find something that you love, something that's worth getting up in the morning, which is difficult, and you're only 23. Your whole life's ahead of you, and you're going to get more media attention and other doors will open up for other avenues. So you just got to keep doing what you're doing.
I think as well, see me like going into a normal job, I have thought about my parents are all like, Ken, while we're working, why don't you get a job? And then when we wouldn't be working at the same time, do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh, but I think another thing as well, I think I've always thought about if I go into a normal job or if I was quick to set up a business or if I worked in an office or something, people would be quick to say, oh, she's got no money left or that's my own fault for thinking, for bothering what other folk would think. But as well, like, I think everyone does it, like they can't help but think, oh, what have they got to think or what?
Of course, but that's just fear. Again, through your childhood and that, we're scared about people thinking, doesn't matter if you've got money or no, who gives a fuck, it's nothing to do with anybody. Doesn't matter if you're working at McDonald's, if you love it, then so be it, it's all about you. People are going to judge you no matter what. People, like I say, no matter if I do good, people judge and if I do bad, people judge. So it's not about that, it's about up here controlling these fucking demons that think that everybody else thinks. And I think that's when people have a wee drink, when they walk into places, including yourself, because it kind of takes that anxiety away. It kind of gives us the confidence as if we don't care. So we kind of act daft when really listen to yourself a day. You're spot on, man. You're, like I say, you're educated, you're no daft. Your life you've came for to work on all your years, and then, like I say, winning that, and people think, oh, how can your life be bad winning the fucking Euro Millions? Because it can. Because mentally you can't handle it. You'll see a lot of football players, you'll see a lot of actresses, your singers, Look, your Whitney Houstons, your Michael Jacksons, one of the richest people in the world, but they can't handle that fame and that success because it doesn't really mean anything, because everything is within. It's about finding something that you enjoy. Like I say, money comes as second nature, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, because they search for the money, they search for the relationship, but when they get that, there's still something amiss, because everything's in here. They're kind of went down an avenue that they think as soon as they get that, then the life's complete, no realising that life still goes on as soon as you hit that fucking target.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
It can be lonely as well. See, like, obviously my circumstances may be different for a singer or whatever, but I've had £1 million, but no everybody in Nidri's won £1 million. Do you know what I mean? They're all still, all my pals and that, like, they all still got to work and they've still got to provide for their families and that as well. Do you know what I mean? So it can be lonely. There's times where I'm like, I want to date something, and I think, oh, I've never really to date it with.
Everybody's working.
And then I think, even if I did want to date with someone, I'm like, oh, well, I'd need to pay for them as well, which isn't a problem, but it's now got to that point where I'm like, no, why should I do this stuff? And
It's getting to you're getting to that age now where you think, right, you've had your fun, you've had a life, you've dreamt a life that only people can just imagine doing that. But now maybe it's time to find a passion and something that you love to focus your energy into. Because later days it's about just focusing what you want to do, and it takes time. It takes time, especially if you're just becoming more awake to it and going, right, wait a minute, I want to find something that I do, I want to do, or I love. It does it. Like I say, it is a lonely journey. Especially if you're sitting in your house yourself, but that's when you overthink, and that's when you're looking for all your comments, and that's when you end up fucking demented that you don't want to leave the house. Do you know what I mean? So it's a vicious circle, and then at the weekends you're on the Swally, away at the Hibs game, causing it. What's the plans? Where do you see yourself in the future?
so, like, obviously I've had like loads of TV opportunities and stuff, some that I've said that to, some that I've maybe considered or whatever. You see, like before, I've always been too young. I've been virgin-head. No, that I'm not virgin-head now, but
I think that's never going to get away, Jane.
do you know what I mean? So I feel like now, going into 2019, like I want to maybe look at maybe TV opportunities and what I can get for that. But do you know what I mean? These opportunities and they always got to be there, and I've got to remember that, because I'm getting on, like I'm 23, but do you know what I mean?
It's fucking tough life,
When
innit?
I'm 30-year-old, nobody's got to be interested in the last of who was the youngest, because by the time I'm 30-year-old,
Somebody else would have won it.
there'd be someone else.
I think it's 18 now, by the way. I think you've always got that. I think you've always going to have that crown. So it is, which is a good thing. Well, like I say,
so-
you're doing dry January as well, aren't you?
Aye.
How are you getting on?
Aye, alright. Like, I didn't mind no drinking. I've been invited to a pal's birthday at the end of the month, though, and I'm like, I'm on dry January, and they're like, but it's the end of the month, and I'm like, I know, but I didn't want to be that boring one though that goes out. I hate going out and when you've got the car or something, and I'm like, can I drink? And I'm like, oh, that's.
Do you feel as if when you're out, but you've got a lot of eyes on you?
Aye.
You really, is paranoia kicks in as well, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%. I feel like when I go out, people are waiting for me to fuck up. Or they're waiting to see me leave with whoever they want me. They're waiting, if there's someone else in there that's got a bit of profile, like, they're waiting for me. I know there's people in there that are waiting to, like, say on Twitter or something, I saw Jane leaving with so-and-so, or getting in a taxi with so-and-so. I know that's what they want. They want me falling out of the nightclub. They want me lying there in my dress hanging open, and do you know what I mean? I know that there's people that just want that bad stuff to come out about me, but
Because it makes their life feel better.
aye, it does.
That's what it does. It makes their life feel
But
better.
nah, I'm still quite. I think now, compared to like when I was 18, 19, I'm a lot more mature. I'm very wary about my surroundings in any circumstance.
How do people treat you? What Milling is treating that? That just people that don't know you, or people? How do you get any? Is everybody all right?
I suppose it's not really that bad. I feel like people just look at me than anything. Like they maybe recognise me, but they'll not say. If we're in a nightclub or a bar, people will say, because they're full of the booze, they'll say to me, oh, you're that lassie that, do you know what I mean, won the lottery or whatever, and, or what's your name? And when I'm like, you know my name before you've even asked me. But a lot of the time people will just stare, or they'll speak about it with their pals. So sometimes I walk in somewhere, my pals, it really annoys my pals more than it annoys me now. I'm like, let them talk, and like, who gives a fuck? I normally start dancing or something, give them something to talk about. But my pals are like, what's your problem, Ken? Like, what are you all staring at her for? But I suppose that's just part and parcel.
Oh, but again, man, we don't need to accept that people fucking bad mouthing us. Like I say, we all try and bite the bullet, and we all try and change and be good. But if somebody steps out of line, and like I say, I'm trying to change my life, but I'm still not going to lie down a bend off for fucking nobody. Do you know what I mean? If somebody gets out of line, then there's only so much you can take, you know what I mean? You've still got to defend yourself, and it's hard because as soon as somebody does press say triggers on you, one night you might be in a bad mood, Hibs might have got beat, for fuck's sake, but if somebody eventually pushes a triggers, and it's alright for you to push somebody or throw a drink, and then
before I know it, I'm up close,
then
getting charged,
you're the
got
bad
paying
one, aye, and everybody
compensation.
is reading the papers going, aye, she's, look at her and all that, it's a fucking disgrace, and that's what people want to see, which is sad, but again, you put yourself in these situations as well. It's not saying don't go it, but sometimes when you're with people to drink, it's not really the right environment for you. It doesn't mean you don't go out and enjoy yourself, but you know yourself, it can lead to the fucking stupid things. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, it's so easy to do as well.
So, love life and that now, single?
Aye, single. Aye, single, completely single.
Do you look better for it?
Dang.
Aye. New hair and that, when did you get the hair done?
So what happened was I split up with my ex-boyfriend. Well, we split up anyway. And then I came back up the road because I was doing South living. And then I took all my extensions out, kind of like new hair, new me.
New hair, new me, aye.
You don't change your hair.
You're not going to change, are you?
Like, that's a breakup thing, like, no a bad breakup, but you know what I mean? So I took the extensions out, I had the short blonde hair for a while, and everyone was like, oh, you look like your mum and that, and I was like, oh, no. And I thought, I need to change, I was like, so I changed it, and then I put the weave back in, and now I'm just going with it now, but I don't know, I don't know what I'm looking for, like, I'm just sort of plain sailing now, I'm enjoying my life, and...
Which is good, like I say, like attracts like, Jane, so if your exes are fucked up, then you've got to look at yourself as well, because all my exes were psychos, everyone, but it's because I was a bit fucked up, I was a bit loopy, like I say, like attracts like, so you kind of meet that.
Aye, because it's hard, because obviously, like, I'm a bit different to, like, I'm not the girl next door, do you know what I mean? It's a completely different circumstance. I'm portrayed as a psycho, but that is actually what I'm like. I'm a pure psycho, do you know what I mean? Like, I do want to know all the details, and I'm like, where you going, what you doing, who you with. That is what I'm like, but that's probably because of stuff from when I was younger. And then I've had bad relationships, so I mean, and that's just the way it is, and that's just the way I can't change that, do you know what I mean?
But again, you can work on it. Like I say, I'm insecure in that as well, because all the fucking about I done, I thought everybody was like me, so when I meet somebody, I thought they were like me, so all my paranoia, all my insecurities kick in, but you can change that, because the better person you become, then the better person you will attract. When it's difficult, because changing all that, because we're scared of getting hurt. Everybody in this world, I don't give a fuck who you are, we're scared of getting hurt, we're scared to let that leash go. If you could just sit them in a wee cage and just let them in for dinner, that everything's good. It's because we know the reason why relationships are failing so much, you know, because when somebody falls out, they're not working at it. Back in the day, there's grannies and granddads out for 60, 70 years because they were stuck in the house and they worked on their problems. Now you've got fucking Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Tinder. It's all just one big dating site, because let's face it, the majority of people I follow is because there's a kind of an attraction there. She never says that, no. But do you know what I mean? You follow people because there's an attraction, then you like a couple of photos, you'll like 3 photos, 2 or 3 photos is kind of right. And then if they're right, your 40s aren't right, you go right there with it, and then bang, you're right into the DM. So
that's what I'm like.
Aye, so nowadays nobody works in a relationship, because as soon as shit hits the fan, people just leave. Because they know how easy it is, and it's not. I don't think it's a good way to live, but a lot of people look for that final piece of the puzzle with finding a relationship, and they think, but if you're already fucked up or a nutcase before it, I'm not saying you, but in general, if you're and then meet somebody you think that's me, the puzzle's complete. But then you're still a fucking nut. Nothing's changing, because 2, 3 months down the line, the novelty wears off. It's like as soon as you meet somebody, they're the best person in the world for 2, 3 months, because they portray themselves. They become that person who you think that they want to be. But then the mask slips, and then they become a fucking complete wronging. The reason, no, because I was like that for 2, 3 months. You think you try and be the good guy, but realising I still had all my issues that I had to work on. Well, like I say, people can change, people can work on things, and we're human. We make mistakes. Every fucking day we're going to be making mistakes. It's obviously for yourself, it's more difficult because you're a high profile name. Everybody knows you. So it is very difficult. How's your man how they've been with you the last few years? With everything?
So they've been alright.
She must worry about you though.
Aye, she does worry a lot. She every time I go out, she's like, where are you going, what are you doing? And I'm 23, can stop asking questions. She's like, but you're still my bairn, like, something could go wrong, I need to know these things. So she's a massive worry to that extent, but like, she's alright, aye. I just tell her when I'm doing something and she's like, oh, what are you doing this week? Or, but she just wants the best for me, I mean, so she's just, when I'm like, oh, I'm going on the telly or I'm doing this or that, she's like, just got to be careful, okay, you've got to watch, you don't know who's watching it. And but obviously she wants me to do bigger and better things. She wants me to have a success story, do you know what I mean? She wants people to know who I am for the right reasons, and do you know what I mean? So, and she's always happy for me to speak about stuff and whatever, because she doesn't like me being portrayed as like, she's always on that Facebook and all writing stuff. I'm like, stop it, leave it. But she's like, you're still my brain at the end of the day.
She's going to stick up for you, she's going to die for you.
Aye, she's like, I can't sit here and let these people say stuff about you that they don't even know you. And I'm like, just try. And but no, aye, families are good. My sister just had a bairn.
Good, congratulations.
What's
her
8
name?
months ago, Roxanne.
Roxanne, congratulations.
So she just had my nephew, and that's been class. It's like having my own bairn. It's good because it's something I want as well. So
something you can love with foot. It's pure love, and you know it's no. There's no. I know what you mean.
I'm not tied down, so like, I don't even think about getting a babysitter to go out. Or I still have my life, but I still have. Do you know what I mean? And he's class. I love him. It's a good feeling.
It opens your eyes to realise the world is an innocent place. You look at Wayne's and you realise how innocent they are. They don't know what's happening yet.
Aye.
And then you get to 34 and you realise it's all fucked. It's all downhill for here. But like I say, Jane, for everything you've done in your life, like I say, I'll support you, man, through. And I always speak highly of you. You're a fucking crackpot, but again, so am I. So am I. Right? That's why we go on. But like I say, you're wee on that. It doesn't matter what's happened in life. It doesn't matter who's done what. If people still support you at the end up, then like I say, that's what it's all about. We'll make mistakes, and we're going to make mistakes till the day we die. We don't know. People are conditioned for certain areas to think that certain things is fine, and that's just the way it is. But like I say, you've got your full life ahead of you. You can achieve whatever you want to do, and I think you're going to do well. I think you will do well. Like I say, I think you're mature, and that's the best I've seen you today.
Aye.
Soberest.
Probably. Probably.
But for the future, like I say, going forward, I wish you nothing but the best. And for coming on today and telling your story, nothing but respect for you, Jen.
No, it's fine.
Aye, thanks a lot.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Love Hair and Beauty Salon, based in Springburn, offers a full range of hair and beauty treatments from nail enhancements, dermaplaning, lash lifts, henna brows and lashes, right through to the full colour and cut beauty work hair extensions. They also have their resident makeup artist Megan to complete the full package. You can visit them on social media on Instagram, Love Hair and Beauty 09, and Facebook, Love Hair and Beauty Glasgow. You can also make a telephone call to book an appointment at 0141 258 2070. AM Events are specialists in party, wedding and event planning management. They offer services from full event planning and management right down to the standalone venue dressing. AM Events strive for 100% customer satisfaction every time, from email updates and how about the planning is going, managing the day of the event. They will support you the whole way through. So for more information, to make a booking, pop down to their showroom at Unit 2, Foundry Street, Atlas Industrial Estate in Glasgow. Their phone number is 0141 237 3020. So pop along, or else their social media pages are on Facebook, AM Events, and also Instagram at amevents.glasgow. Collins Morgan have assisted thousands of Scottish residents with financial difficulty. So if you are struggling to keep up with the increase in cost living, along with managing debt, then message Collins Morgan on Facebook for free, friendly and regulated advice on the solutions available for you.